Everybody, this is Fighter Counts along with the Bad Gamer and no, not the Bad Gamer. Oh, yeah, I'm used to Tuesdays. I'm used to being. It's it's Saturday, not Friday or Tuesday. I'm Fighter Counts along with Double RPG and Visible Ninja, my fellow Geek Fighters.
Hello.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
hello
behind
there,
the sticks.
Muteki. And he said, "We'll step up. It's time to die."
That's what. Yep.
Oh, hi, Song Hui in the chat box.
Yeah. I know she's not in this, but she's at least related to the franchise.
I mean, why
Yes.
Because before
Might
I
as
had
well.
the Ridge Racer girl, even I was like, well, she's not related to anything.
not? Not really. I noticed that. That was just funny.
So yeah, you're playing the Yakuza game, or quote-unquote Yakuza game that was made using Unreal Engine 4. Quite a
Good.
change that they do that after, since they're more used to using the Dragon Engine at this point.
I'm kind of glad that they moved beyond it. I mean, what was it? Lost Judgment was kind of really showing how the Dragon Engine was getting ass old. So, yeah, I kind of don't blame them for switching over at this point, because they got a lot of mileage out of that engine at the very least.
Wasn't it the original Judgment though, and not Lost Judgment?
Was it? Oh, I don't remember.
Because
Because
I
the original.
I think it was.
I have a question.
That was the
I wonder if I should put text size to large because my eyes.
That probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Might as well do that. Save yourself the eye strain.
I mean, I do anyway.
I mean, you don't want to be like Gohan, where he has to squint his eyes to read, and he now has to wear glasses at his adult age.
Wuss.
Muteki says, guys, you're okay. Tadaima watched all episodes, and then he says, but the ragdolls.
I know, the ragdolls are great. I mean, they are just great, but like I said, the engine is great, but it was definitely showing its age by then.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it, after debuting with Zero and then doing Kiwami 2, and then, they're obviously then they put out the remasters of 3 through 6.
And not to mention, when you walk casually into objects, then about a second later, they'll just jumble around all over the place, and it's like, what?
Nani?
I mean, that's not Majima. What am I? That's not Mine, and that's not Saejima.
Yeah. And Starchild says he already has the Japanese PS4 version of this game, so he never got the updated version.
Nice. Still waiting on Kenzen and Dead Souls.
Since I said that's not Mine, even though it looks like him, and since Muteki mentioned Mine, I have to do Mine's classic line here.
Yes.
Up the Shinsengumi!
So this is Unreal Engine 5.
Is it? I thought it was Unreal Engine 4.
Is it 4 or 5? You know what I mean. It's Unreal Engine though, not.
Well, yeah, it is Unreal Engine, but
why this game's so different than because the other games still use Dragon Engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as Muteki said, this game's Mine is a good guy. Yes, he is.
Not Ryuji and not Akiyama.
Because Mine was the main antagonist of Yakuza 3, if I recall.
Yep. Which I was telling you that in Like a Dragon Gaiden. By the way, Muteki, I think I already said that on Friday, but if I didn't, I fought and beat Amon in Like a Dragon Gaiden, and I'm close to platinuming it.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Double R medal we're here for when I noticed that some of the trophies I was missing were just that I didn't buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
essentially.
Even though the game explicitly tells you to collect them instead of buying them.
Exactly.
Oh, Date. Bakumatsu period Date.
Well then it's not really canon if it's a dream. I mean, it's
right.
No.
Right, exactly. Because
it was all a dream.
Because this game, it plays out more like a stage play, if anything. Because you have the characters from the Yakuza games, they play their characters for this story. With their likeliness and all that.
Now, when you played this, I'm not asking for spoilers. I'm just asking how you think it feels, considering that it's Unreal instead of Dragon Engine.
I thought it actually played really well. I didn't really notice any difference except for like stronger dynamic lighting and all that.
I guess
But yeah.
Star Child's right about like if you play the 4 version, then I guess you don't really have to play this one.
Yeah.
Considering that I never did because it was Japan only.
Right. Muteki does say a few things. He says, per Yakuza 8, this game's canon per Kazuma Kiryu. What?
No, that's what I was saying about. I was reading that like it's a dream though. So is it really?
And Muteki then says, hey, I'm just pointing out Kazuma's memory journal. What memory journal?
I don't know what chapter are you in 8.
The farthest I got to is chapter 5. And I think there's like 13 chapters like what they've been doing with about every Ryuga Gotoku game in this day and age, where that caps off how many chapters there are in its structure.
It's cool they got Rikiya and Takeuchi Riki. Those guys are actual like really well-known actors.
Mm-hmm.
Koichi Yamadera. If you don't know that voice actor, fun fact, he's Beerus.
Beerus-sama.
He's also Japanese Donald Duck.
Nice. Muteki then says, in his travels, Kazuma can visit areas and have a memory. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I guess you gotta just see how it is.
Go with it.
I guess.
You know what's funny? When you bought me this on Steam and I played just this part, just the very beginning, it still looked good. But man, I'm seeing this on this screen on PS5. I'm like, wow. Yeah, you're right. It's got to be Unreal Engine 4. This was a PS4 game too, right?
It was on.
If it was PS5 exclusive, then it would have been.
Yeah, it was PS4 and PS5 for this game.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Starchild says, with the Yakuza games, I think they're a bit overexposed. They try different gameplay styles, turn-based and open combat, but I think if they don't do stuff outside of what they have been doing, then the games will get really stale really fast.
I think that's why they've been changing it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that one that looks like a period piece in the early turn of the century Japan.
Are you talking about the new game that Ryuga Gotoku has announced earlier?
Yeah.
That new IP, yeah. Which we're all speculating is possibly related to Yakuza.
It could be about the founding of the Tojo clan, yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't said so. We're just saying it's a possibility. I like walking around, you know me. I walk around. But that's the RPG instincts. Every RPG I've ever played or a game like this, I always look anywhere because I'm like, there could be some random hidden item. You never know.
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's exactly what I've been doing whenever I played this game the first time when it came out. It's just I always am looking at every single possible nook and cranny to find all sorts of items and collectibles.
Hey,
because it does feature that same instinct as Judgment, where you have to go around collecting all those items that are scattered all about Kamurocho.
LPH said hi.
Hi, LPH.
Only noticed because it's a cutscene.
Right.
If it's Unreal Engine, why do the character models still look like did they just export? I wonder. I'll have to ask.
Yeah, I never even realized that either. I guess they were able to export the character models from the Dragon Engine into Unreal Engine 4?
That's what I'm wondering.
Anyways, Muteki does say a couple more things. He says, first thing to do, fighter, learn the Tiger Drop.
Huh. You know what's
You-
funny about that?
Yeah?
In Like a Dragon Gaiden, I learned it, and it's like useless in that game because the timing is stricter than the other games for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Starchild says that they've basically re-released almost all of the games, so I think re-releasing them is off the table. Well, they still haven't re-released Kenzon. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Nor Dead Souls.
Or Dead
But then
Souls.
again, who would want Dead Souls?
There's people. I'm not one of them. I didn't care for it even when it came out, but there are people. I'm just not. It just ain't me though,
Yeah.
because I don't like zombies in general, especially back then when it was.
Oh, yeah, and the PSP Yakuza game.
Oh,
I forgot about
Kuroyo.
that.
Those need to be. Yes, those are
They
great
do.
because they're made by the Def Jam people.
Yeah. Hey, Lord Doom. What's up?
Ooh.
Well, you made it in time, Lord Doom, to Kaus's blind playthrough of Like a Dragon Ishin. So, welcome.
どこへ行く気ぜよ。
この子が腹の腑の病気に。
おお。それで。
Boy, this game looks good, doesn't it?
行かないと。
Yeah, especially seeing it on this screen instead of my tiny laptop screen, which I have a monitor, but it's in my room.
大変じゃ。
Monita.
I knew you were going to go for something like that.
Dang, backhanded. Golly, she's helping a kid too.
Yeah, a kid who's sick, who has appendicitis right now.
Damn.
God, and these Joshis are assholes, and I can't wait for you to kick their ass.
Golly.
Golly. I would be in Sakamoto's shoes and stand up to him if they did that to somebody who's trying to help a girl who's in excruciating pain like that. It's like, no, you don't do that. Yeah, it's just whenever somebody has a kid who's sick, you figure your first instinct is to get him to a doctor right away, not just backhand slap them and thinking that you're all above the law and all that. No, I would tiger drop their ass into
Techie
next
said
week.
Cancel them.
オーズなら
I can see why my ancestor left Japan during this
こうい
period.
う時には
He was like, man, this is screwed up. I'm going to Hawaii.
Lord Doom does say a couple new things. First of all, he says cancel their subscription to Life, Kappa. Anyways, he says he had a conversation with a friend of his about Superman, and he says that the conversation was about how Superman physically compares to normal humans without powers. Huh.
I guess it'd be like an
That is a good question, though.
Oh, he grabbed it at the right spot.
Yeah.
That's just like yeah, that's where it's dullest.
たくとさ。いちいち俺を苛立たせる。
And everybody's looking in shock and awe. It's like, well, he's actually doing that woman a favor.
ゴーシじゃど。ゴーシの分際の
Lord Doom says he's still 6'3", 225 pounds. Guy that spent the first 25 years of his life
Yes.
working on a farm.
And I've heard, funny enough, you mentioned farm, and farmer strength ain't no joke. And then he's that tall, and like no, he still would be stronger than like most average people.
こうするしかねえんだよ。その子の
When I mentioned about Lord Doom said cancel their subscription to Life, Muteki said before that, he says cancel them, like how Cyndaquil was canceled.
Or Cyndaquil. Hey, Metal.
Mhm.
Arceus already had Cyndaquil, but it is weird though. I would have picked another grass starter.
上司さんに
Chikorita.
刃を向けたりはしねえ。間違って殺
Too true.
仕返しにこの町ごと焼き払われかねないからな。
He said your fellow scumbags. What'd you call us?
後で向け
It's like,
Oh.
whoa! Whoa!
Punish you for
Whoa!
hitting a woman.
女を殴
right.
った報いを受けさせてやる。
I'll accept my do pun. Yeah, there you go.
かかってこい。ぬるま湯育ちのお前。
Show some farmer kung fu there, Sakamoto.
教えてやる。
Oh boy. I'm playing. All right, let's see what is it gonna tell me. Okay, it's just gonna.
Yeah, tutorial time, like they normally do for the first fight.
You know, we're gonna assume you don't know how to play the game, which is fair enough.
Oh, Lord Doom says a couple other things. He says only peak humans or trained fighters could take him, to be honest. And then he says, like that time he lost without powers to Muhammad Ali, a trained boxer. Guess he's still referring about Superman.
Yeah, that's actually a comic I've seen. I read the Ali fight.
Oh wow! Hey, you gotta level up! Woo!
Woo! Game.
Yeah, he's in serious shit now. He's like, he said he would accept his punishment. Golly. I guess you people need to get the wax out of your ears. Uteki says, yeah, Superman fought Muhammad Ali. They even are figures.
Golly, they stripped him down. Golly.
Yeah. Oh,
Aye. Well,
He's-
it's not Yakuza without nakedness.
he's bare butt naked in the barn, and he's about to get his ass whipped with an actual whip.
Gonna squeal like a pig.
I'm gonna rile you up like a grease pig. Anyways, Lord Doom says something new. He says, these aliens came to Earth looking for Earth's champion. Superman stepped up and Ollie was like, nah, no way. I'm the guy. It's a crime to defy someone's class, eh? Well, that law needs to be banished.
Exactly.
That'd be like if a noble said that to a commoner. You know how the commoner class would feel if they had to abide by that.
Aren't you a
There would
ghost?
be a rebellion going on. Hey, just like Code Geass.
Oh, Lelouch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's opening the gate. What's he gonna do? Punch me?
That mad face from that guy just says it all. It's just like, I'm gonna
Hi,
see about you.
Goshi. Whatever that means. That's what I would say. I'm like, whatever that means.
I'm a-
Your terrible steel. Your steel's so bad you have to keep folding it just to get rid of any impurities. He said, "Oh, he said, well, based on your philosophy, then I'm a bigger cheese than you."
Kazuma-san?
Oh wow, I didn't notice because of the hairstyle. Yeah,
Yep.
I did the hairstyle. Like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yep, Yoshida Toyo. Kazuma's historical counterpart for this game that he plays.
Now since I'm playing as blind too, Ninja. What about metal? Or what are we gonna call it?
You can call me whatever you want.
I don't know. I'm just asking how you feel about Yakuza.
Well, it's a series I've always really liked, so I definitely love it, and I know I have not picked up Ishin yet, so this will be an interesting time, especially running around with friggin' samurais and revolvers. So I'm looking forward to it. It may not be full on samurai like Kenzan was, but it's an interesting time in
so.
history. Sakamoto Ryoma.
Muteki's an old head like me. He started with the PS2 dub. Yep, that's how that's the first. I've been there since the beginning too.
Daryl Curlio as Kiryu and Bill
Mike-
Farmer as Makoto Date.
Michael Madsen as Shima.
Yeah, that is amazing though.
Mark Hamill as Majima, still the best casting ever. I had and the reason and what's funny is I didn't know the game existed, Muteki or chat in general. I didn't know the game existed. My dad, I just came home one day and my dad was like, "Hey, I got a game for you," and I was like, "What?" And it was Yakuza. He was like, "Well, you always talk about Yakuza. Look, there's a game about him, so I bought it for you." And it's made by Sega. And I was like, "What? I never heard of this." And then I played it. And I was like, "This game was sick."
Lord Doom even said, I went back and played that. And even I have the PS2 copy of Yakuza and Yakuza 2, but although I bought that within like a few years ago or sometime within the last decade. But yeah, I got them physical copies on me too.
Yeah. But yeah, Double R. My dad just was like, knew I liked Yakuza because I saw a Yakuza movie, and that movie was called Dead or Alive 2. With funny enough, one of the actors in this game is the head guy, the main character in Dead or Alive 2.
Oh,
And then I was like, I want to be a Yakuza for some stupid reason. I really wanted to be.
you really wanted
Dumb kid Jerry wanted to be a Yakuza.
you wanted to be in a group where you may possibly having to chop off one of the knuckles off your pinky until you literally had no pinky at all.
Apparently I was just really No, apparently yes. Because I'm like yeah, man, we're cool. And then my dad was like, well, you talk about it so much here. And then I saw it was Sega. Then I saw it was a cool game, and I was like, yeah. I'm walking. You know me. I'm run. It's pointing somewhere else, but I like walking around.
Lord Doom says a couple other
there's
things. He
something over
says, I needed the mark Majima in my life. And then he says, oh, I bought something today. An $80 weapon pack for Valaverse. Pun Pun is getting tons of guns.
Pun Kill Chan. Anything around here sparkling on the ground? No.
Although I will say the one thing about this game that I'm actually really down by is the fact that even though you can make Sakamoto sprint in this game, you will start to lose stamina and it will make him stop and try to catch his breath like Kiryu in the older Yakuza games.
The old games. You go.
Yeah, I didn't like that they kept that intact. They should have taken a page from Yakuza Like a Dragon or Yakuza 7 and just made it to where the stamina is infinite.
Every town has a well. You might discover items.
Lord Doom says, you know why they do the pinky cutting? You lose the ability to grip things as firmly as you can't hold a sword as well as you could before. Yeah, that is true. And then Mutiki says, one of the things that I have to get used to in this game is the new city and new fighting styles. Oh yeah, there are 4 fighting styles in this game, like in Yakuza Kiwami and Zero. Aw! The woodcutter with the axe. That's a fun mini game in case if you need to earn some money.
They almost forced me to marry him. Or was I supposed to, I forgot. Was I supposed to buy something? Yeah. He wants some food.
Muteki says swordplay, guns mostly, and Kamurocho is like we know it by heart, but this is literally a new place like Hawaii.
Yep, old-timey Japan.
Yeah. Kyoto, if I recall correctly. I managed to remember Hawaii by heart, Muteki says. I managed to remember Hawaii by heart because of riding the segways all the time.
Now we need to actually go there.
So we can be mall cops. Like Paul Blart.
I gotta go to Honolulu. And I forgot the other place.
Too bad when I go to Japan next year, my sister and I, we won't be able to stop in Hawaii. It's just a one-way flight to Tokyo.
And then you get to have Kione say, "All right, everybody, make sure you're all together, little brats."
Buttheads.
Oh, I went to the schoolhouse earlier, if I remember right. Oh, look, he's gonna get tired.
Lord Doom says, I'm going on my honeymoon this year, finally. Well, congratulations, man.
Well, like a new one, or you just never were able to do it before, until now?
Yeah, I think he wasn't able to do it before.
Well, better late than never.
Yeah. And, Muteki says, just do it the Yakuza way, Double R. Get on a ship and on an island, too. Sure, and wait about a month or so to get over to Hawaii, and my job is constantly calling me, asking me where the hell I am.
Ronin warriors. I'm fighting a bunch of warriors who are Ronin. Ronin warriors.
I see what... You're fired, man.
Yeah. It's a good thing I can hire myself.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, but Lord Doom answers your question, Kaus. He says, yeah, he was never able to do it before.
Circle press use press L1. Parry, oh boy. Okay.
About to say, don't do puns again. You know that's my job. You do another pun, then we're gonna give you the...
Oh god.
Yes, so be very, very careful. Yeah, I think you have to use your sword for this.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because to parry.
No, it's not for me to do this.
Oh, really?
I can't even switch styles. Either that or...
No, Muteki. Real Yakuza use gamepads when they play games like this.
That's one.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you do have to use a weapon of some type to parry. Okay.
At least until it's the Virtua Cop segment, then you have to use the mouse.
Oh, hey, Overman, welcome to the chat. Lord Doom says a couple more things. He says he got married in 2019. We kind of started it by going to Canada and had to come back before everything was locked down. It was November, so right at the start of COVID. Oh, giant swing! Way to go, Cesaro!
Sadly, no bikes in range.
Overman says boxers can tell good jokes. They always give each other the punchline. Lord Doom says his sister-in-law got married, so they were going to double up and go at the same time. Well, hey, you know what they say, Lord Doom. Better late than never. Yeah, I remember that, Muteki, that in Like a Dragon Gaiden, Kiryu, or should we say Joryu, as they called him in that game to go by that alias, used his fists against the last boss. So, oh yeah, he never even used his gadgets to fight the final boss in that game. And Lord Doom says, yep, we're going in the summer, unless something insane happens to the world state. I really hope nothing happens again.
Funny, I know where the schoolhouse is, but He has to ask first.
あなた様
Oh, Muteki says yes, he did. He uses the spider wire. Oh, throw
Yeah, he
him
did.
to the
He did.
window.
Yeah, I just played it recently, so.
Well, I only beat the game once, so I
Yeah.
mean, that you play a game, beat a game once, or watch a movie once, or watch a binge watch a TV show once, you're definitely not going to remember everything by
Oh
heart.
no, exactly. No, that's true.
Like, for example, I am 3 episodes away from completing season 12 of The Simpsons, and I made it to the episode where Bart and Milhouse, Nelson, and
What circles are
Ralph, they formed a boy band because this guy hired them to start up a boy band, but they didn't even realize they were being used to conjure up people to join the Navy. Or as we say by the subliminal or superbliminal messaging, Yvonne Niage.
Well, to quote Milhouse from that episode, it's in sync.
Bow, bow, bow,
Word.
bow, 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 bow. Word.
Word.
And then,
Yeah.
Also, apparently, the reason why Mad Magazine was destroyed is because of the Party Posse.
oh man, I don't want chopped wood. I was asking for directions.
But
Oh,
but the
jeez.
one episode I actually really liked when I was watching uh, was the most recent one that I caught glimpse of, and that was the episode where it's like a day in the life of the Simpsons, but it's based on the perspective of Homer, Lisa, and Bart. Like the plot of the episode individually covers their perspective of events, and you know that whenever certain stuff happens and like Homer's party is like, wait a minute, how the hell that happened? But when you watch Lisa and Bart's perspectives, you're like, oh, now that actually makes sense. Yeah, yes, that was the episode where Homer accidentally got his thumb sliced off by Marge, who was making brownies.
Oh, Linguo dead? Linguo is dead.
Yes.
Where else am I going?
Fat Tony, is that you? What, is
Fat
this thing
Tony?
wired?
What's the matter, you bad grammar overload? Let me see. Is there any other talking heads? Even though I know exactly where the school is.
あなた様
Like, bro, the school's like literally right here. Oh, you got tired running.
You're at West Springfield Elementary.
Which
Oh no.
do you know whenever they do that joke, there's Springfield to that is usually like West Coast or Midwest because you know that's where Graining is from. It's from the West. It's from Oregon.
Right.
But when they do, but there was one of the writers who's actually from Springfield. I'm from, and West Springfield is definitely a joke. That's for this Springfield, because we have West Springfield that's technically its own town and everything, and like if I remember right, David Cohen or one of them, he's from.
But is it 3 times the size of Texas?
Yeah, no. What it does
Damn.
have is a lot of Eastern European immigrants.
Oh, so it like
I
it's like that one neighborhood in GTA 4. I got you.
Yeah, it's like a mini West Springfield. Here is like a mini what's it called? Brighton Beach? Something Beach. Brighton, right?
I think so.
Which is I forgot what they called it in GTA 4. What they called it? Brockton or something like that. What do they call it? Broker. It's for Brooklyn.
I think it is Brock. Yeah, Broker. Or it's one or the others. But yeah, the place where you have to go to meet up Vlad and everything in GTA 4. Yeah, I know it's based on the actual like very Eastern European neighborhood there in
Yep.
New York. So
A lot of nice people there, actually, at least food-wise.
Muteki, I do remember that part where Homer said, "But but they can fix my thumb, right? I mean, I got finger insurance." And then the guy said, "Well, the thumb is not a finger, so it's not even covered." That's like,
Oh,
oh,
I like what Dr. Nick says there. Inflammable means flammable? What a country. So right now in the story, I finally found his pops.
and this old abandoned shed looks like home for both of them. Lord Doom says a few things. He says he saw this Transformer third-party figure he might buy. It's Nemesis Prime. They have an Optimus version, but nah.
Well, Metal,
Well,
that's your territory.
Mhm.
I guess they showed it at the toy fair.
We said third party.
Oh, it's third party. Okay.
So,
Okay, well, no, they wouldn't. It was some recent show, I think.
Nemesis.
Because yeah,
Prime.
obviously Hasbro isn't going to show third-party stuff at their like official, things. They're kind of very against third-party Transformers, so yeah.
Okay. He says it's made by G Creation. So yeah, third party. Oh, and speaking of toy fair, I did catch a glimpse of the NECA figurines for the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon. And oh my god, I think am definitely gonna have to buy those when they become available because they look good.
Did anybody get the NECA gargoyles?
No, I do want to get them, but it's just I don't think I was able to at the time because of financial troubles. But if they're still around, at least I want to get the NECA figure of Goliath. I think that'd be pretty goated. Okay, and Lord Doom says it's on Big Bad Toy Store.
Many children were orphanages, Joshi.
The one thing I'm sad about that they still haven't done yet when it comes to NECA is that they still haven't done like Ninja Turtles figurines based on the IDW comic, but I want them to have the character models that Mateus Santolouco did when he was the artist for during the run of Ninja Turtles, the IDW storyline.
The area now known as the Kochi Prefecture. Oh, that's
And
cool.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, then if you look at a game like Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan, that art style, that's his art style.
Yeah. It's funny that Kazuma is basically saying he's doing the same thing he did in the actual games. He's like, I made this place for people like you. Like, oh, so basically the school was like the orphanage.
So basically the Sunflower Orphanage, but in the Bakumatsu period.
Basically, instead of but back then it's like, well, we had teach you sword fight.
Lord Doom says, never mind, not buying it. I can't find the trailer for it to connect to.
Oh, it needs a trailer. Right, Ninja?
Does. Ooh.
Sorry. I do like.
I am eating right now. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine.
I do like how this game, how there is a glossary function where you can actually learn about certain things from that time period.
The area is now known as the Kochi Prefecture, Tosa.
It's a really nice way to teach people outside of Japan all about Japan's history.
Yeah.
Kind of like that recent game, which was the spiritual successor to the Goemon games. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Bakeru or whatever it's called. Yeah, Bakeru. It was basically a taiko drum type of kid.
I need to love and hate it? Oh, that's easy. He's like, what are you talking about? 15 years ago, the Joshi burned your home and took everything from you.
Well, I guess
heavy.
I guess in order to change, one has to know love and one has to know hate. I guess
This ain't Kiter.
藩の仕事をしているんだ。
Lord Doom says, I saw a thing where a Japanese historian talked about Yasuke, so now I get why people were upset about Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, it's and it keeps getting worse
Oh, yeah.
because there was the recent thing with the wall scroll being very obviously made by a Westerner due to it like being like grammatically weird and not being formatted right with like the wrong typeface and style and everything. And this is a promotional item released in Japan.
お前が留守にしている間、あいつには重大な仕
That
事
reminds
You
me
know,
of
that-
the Cuban flag being in Miles Morales when it's supposed to be the Puerto Rican flag.
Or to be poor.
うん
Somebody I hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
Political group founded in Tosa near the end of the Edo period.
土佐勤王党という
Now, here's my question. Do you guys think that Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to sell well upon launch, or do you think it's already too little too late at this point
I
with the delays
I
and
think it's
controversy?
DOA, essentially. No matter how much they want to package it, no matter like if they're giving out the DLC for free or whatever, the damage has been done, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the game, isn't great, especially since one of the missions has you raiding an Imperial tomb to desecrate it and steal armor from it.
God,
So yeah.
I want
Yeah.
the party to destroy Tosa. Yeah, let's destroy Tosa.
Lord Doom says, diversity, but we're going to do it wrong.
Yep, that's a lot of these. Yep,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it wrong. It's not diversity itself that's bad. It's doing yeah.
It's doing it incorrectly.
坂本龍馬の手によってな。龍馬、武士に会いに行け。
You know, it even is really, it's really ironic because back in the day, that diversity was being done to properties, but we didn't raise a stink about them because they were actually being done right, you know?
わしはそろそろ城へ戻
Or
らねばな。
oh, did they at least apologize for that flag thing? Oh, were they? Metal did they for Miles Morales when they fixed it?
I think they, well, yeah, because they did, and obviously in the final game it was a Cuban flag, so I think that was just a mistake. Like somebody somewhere grabbed the wrong flag and threw it in there. I think.
I know our flags are. I mean, I know why they're similar too.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, like I said, they were in a rush, mistook Cubas for Puerto Ricos, like you said, because they're like the same but with inverted colors, essentially.
I could actually say the history behind that too. Pretty neat.
Oh yeah. It's one of those mistakes like I could see happening because they are, again, so similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically it was just an accidental blunder, it seems.
Yeah.
Muteki has a really good question. He says, which game has more bad press, AC Shadows or Dragon Age the Veilguard?
Well, they've both been pretty bad. And
funny is
apparently
Veilguard's
may wind up being company killers, so we'll have to see.
And it's really a shame too, because you know how really bad that like Western game developers and video game companies are in right now because of
Look
all
at-
that crap that's been going on.
Doggo. Puppy.
Oh,
Doggo.
nice little doggy you have there.
Shiba.
Shiba Inu, yes.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Bork.
Oh yeah, when you in the game you actually do get a Shiba Inu as your own, or you actually do get some dogs as your own.
They should. Lord Dude's right. They should do their research. Like yeah, especially like Cuba. I can tell you what. Let me tell you what happened. So during like before the Spanish American War, or what led up to it, Puerto Rico and Cuba were very close. Those two specifically. And Cuba designed their flag, and Puerto Rico were like, let's copy that flag, let's switch the colors. And because they were like, a lot of Puerto Ricans and Cubans were like tied together because they were both revolutionaries that wanted to be freed from Spain.
Uh-huh.
And then they freed, they Spanish American War, and America took us, but I forget what happened. Cuba went through a lot. Where Puerto Rico was like, we're gonna stick with the U.S. over here. Well, U.S. sort of just took us, but.
Lord Doom says, Kals, I'm not saying you have to do this, but it's just an idea. But history stream.
Yeah, that'd be cool, actually. There's a famous poem about Cuba and Puerto Rico too, where basically it translates to Cuba and Puerto Rico, two wings of the same bird.
Mm.
And I saw a video recently of a Cuba of somebody from Cuba went to Puerto Rico and he cried because he's like, wow, we're the same except except we don't have to everything it's not screwed up like Cuba. Although right now I hear that I said I wanted to go to Puerto Rico and my family is telling me it's bad now. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I heard they jumping people as soon as they get off the plane over there, and I'm like, what?
Oh, Lord Doom. He says, but still, if you're gonna make a game and yell diversity, then do your research, or I'm gonna be a jerk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how this works. It's not gonna go any other way, and there are tons of people that think like me. Well, exactly. I mean, if they notice that something is wrong, they're just gonna, criticize those for it. And what's even more ironic is that those within the development side will bitch and moan on social media and thinking that we're in the wrong,
And then Hawaii happened.
It's sad, but yeah.
That's it. And then Hawaii happened with Puerto Rico too. And there was 5,000 Puerto Ricans that went to Hawaii after right after the Spanish American War. There was like a hurricane, like how Maria happened back in 1901 or so, or 1899. I think it was 1899. But in 1901, the island was so glip-glopped, Puerto Ricans went to Hawaii. And that's how I got Japanese ancestry. Because, Japanese people were also going to Hawaii and there was some intermarriages going on.
Lord Doom even said, it's justified. If you want to criticize the gaming industry for not being diverse, then I'm going to be the biggest AH about it, or asshole about it. And if you get something wrong in your attempt to inject it, then yeah, I'm going to call you out.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. It's just, and even I say it too, it's just, I'm really just saddened how disconnected that a lot of the people within gaming companies are towards their audience in this day and age. And, this is where I feel that those from Japan, China, and Korea are actually thriving really well. Because they're actually, thinking about the game first and trying to inject, like, ideologies and all that.
Huh? Oh, okay. Oh boy, this reminds me of, well, first off, Final Fantasy X, but also, like Yakuza 0 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yakuza 0 and Kiwami 1 specifically.
Yeah. And Lord Doom says, and you can't be mad about the call out since you making the game was a call out.
Exactly.
God, people are so emotionally stupid. It shocks me. Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
Anyway, I started blasting. Lord Doom, speaking of history, now can you teach me about gun history? Because what type of gun would have been around during this era? in like what 1860s or 50? When did the Bakumatsu happen?
It was like 1854 or sometime during the 1850s.
Yeah. So what would those would that type of what are those revolvers?
Yeah.
Would that be accurate?
Yeah, because there were those from Europe that were still actually trading with Japan. The specific ones
the
who were still
Dutch.
allowed to trade with Japan.
The Dutch would have been the ones. If I
Yeah,
remember.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
つまらねえ話だ。それより兄弟。
Yep.
こういうのですと
That's the final boss of Zero right there.
Yep. One of the corrupt individuals of the Dojima family. Overman says, I do not like modern English localization teams that are from the West. They keep butchering dialogues and whatever they feel like doing, and the ones above that ruin the localized games too in their own ways. Yeah, exactly. Muteki says, you can keep that title, but there can only be one dragon.
Yep. Yakuza 0.
Lord Doom says, it would be a cult of some type. Yes, it is accurate for them to have those. Maybe a cult Navy model, since those were traded to Japan around that time. Yeah.
Okay. Cause I was even thinking cult action, like, yeah. I guess it would be a cult.
This is the Colt Single Action Army. The greatest handgun ever made.
The thrill of
6
reloading.
bullets only takes to win a fight. Now you know why they call me Revolver.
よく思われないだろうな。
My hand.
You seem to be infatuated with the word revolver quite a lot, Ocelot. That's not the point. Remember I showed you that video? Revolver, revolving revolver, or whatever.
Yes, I love that. Everything
Oh.
was revolver.
Yes.
まだ痛むのか。
That popped me.
You're comparing the revolver to a measly knife that anybody can wield? Overman says at Lord Doom, I wish I just had I wish I had, just for collecting sake, a Colt Python .357 Magnum like Ryo's Saeba.
15年前だ。だが
Oh yeah,
Muteki
like
says-
in the City Hunter.
昨
Yeah.
日のことのように思い出す。
Muteki says, see, if Jesus had a gun, he could have pushed back the Roman army.
Oh, that's a Family Guy joke.
Well, Jesus did have a gun. If you watch that Christmas episode of South Park, what was it, season 6? When Santa was being held prisoner in Iraq
兄弟が助けて
by
俺は両親ともども
Well,
破壊され
we all know who we got to send in then. Frank Drebin.
ただが俺を助けたせいで兄弟は大やけど
Do.
the gun launderer. You
Yeah,
may
the-
call me Drebin.
Oh yeah, and of course, Naked Gun. But yeah.
Surely
Yeah.
you jest.
893.
And don't call me Shirley.
You know what? Even 3.
Boy, you know,
Uh,
for the beginning of the games, a lot of like, huh?
Lord Doom says to Overman, I want a Mateba revolver, but I don't have thousands of to hundreds of thousands to pay for it.
話は聞いてる。だが実際のとこ
Overman says, if Moses had a gun, he would split the waters even faster than with a stick.
Nah. Still doesn't beat Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Still the best way to part the Red Sea.
Oh yeah, the Colt Python.
Storm the
I-
castle.
You know, if there's a Magnum revolver I want to own, then it's the one that Barry Burton had in Resident Evil Remake on the GameCube, because his little buddy system, as he likes to call it, looked really, really badass.
Takachi said storm the castle, and Ryoma said storm the castle, and we just think of friggin' Princess Bride. Have fun storming the castle.
His name's Takachi. Takachi. Well, you
you
know
never
what to
seen
do at the
Princess
end of the
Bride?
game. Beat Takachi. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong person.
Have, have,
That's
have, have you
Takeshi.
have you watched Princess Bride?
No.
Oh wow.
I know you keep mentioning it. I might have seen little bits and pieces of it, but I haven't watched it fully. Let's put it that way.
Metal, have you?
Naturally.
Never go up
I know-
against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
I know I do need to watch me some more movies. I've been kind of
It's good.
Slacking on that for a bit.
Still not my favorite Carrie Elwes movie though. I guess that's between Robin Hood Men in Tights or the Oogie Loves. But
You know what's funny about the Carrie Elwes is the fact that he was cast as Robin because of Princess Bride.
I know. And unlike some Robin Hoods, he can actually
I
do an
think with
English
an
accent. Looking at you, Kevin Costner.
Yep.
Lord Doom says something new. He says, "All I have are M1 911 handguns and a few Glocks on the for the wife. Also a shotgun."
You know, it's funny you mentioned those M1. First off, are those the ones that Snake used modified as a tranquilizer? In two?
I think it was a Beretta M92F. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something. It was something similar.
And then I
To
saw
that.
a golden one at the Armory when I was in college because the college I went to is also a historic site. It's the Armory too. During the Civil War, not Civil War, the Revolutionary War and all that, that George Washington himself picked that area for the Armory. And ever since then, now it's a museum to show all types of guns. So I saw a golden M1 and the M2 Garand, and I don't know that's how it's pronounced, but and a bunch of muskets.
Lord Doom, we all want ebony and ivory. I know I do.
You should come and check out the Armory, Lord Doom. It's free. Like legit, you can just walk in. They have it's like any other museum. They have a suggested thing where you can just walk in.
Then he says also a .45 revolver. I forget about that one since I don't use it.
You know, Bruce Lee said something about a 45 one time. He said, "Why don't you bring a 45 and bang, settle it?" And then it's like, weapons aren't allowed on the island. And Bruce Lee just gave the most disappointed look I've ever seen anyone give about anything ever. He really wanted to shoot people in that movie.
Overman says, "I wish I had a Mauser C96 with the stock, which Leon from Resident Evil 4 had. The Red 9 was based on." Muteki then says, "No match for a 44 Magnum." Say, isn't that gun a little too big for a girl?
So
Come on, I
basically-
can handle it I can handle this myself. Come on, use my 45.
Basically, Takachi is saying the same thing Kazuma was saying, or opposite. Come on now, let's destroy Tosa. Woo! Loyalists. Woo! And Kitty was like,
Lord Doom then says, "I'm buying a Mauser next. Gonna get one that looks like the one from that Dr. Doom uses." Really, I never even know he used a Mauser pistol.
I'm thinking of Mousers from Turtles.
Oh, yes. Baxter Stockman's creation.
So he's talking.
Oh, he has two. Oh, okay. Lord Doom clarified that.
Time, I got some stuff to do. Cool. So he's just explaining the loyalist party. Oh, I got a gun now.
Nice.
I can
So you
always
finally
grab
get some
a drink.
practice with it.
Shoot this lady right now. No, I'm just kidding. Can't if I wanted to.
Okay, he explains about the two Mausers that Dr. Doom has. One of them shoots normal bullets and one that fires antimatter bullets. Oh, okay.
These dudes are like, I heard about you. Man, we just talked and had that long cut. Were you eavesdropping the whole time, buddy?
Shimada
Oh,
Yahe.
That's a cute pup. Oh, it's white. It's cute.
Oh, yes.
Another one over here is black and white. It's also cute.
can't wait till you adopt your own dogs
Another one
later.
here. Orange, brown. I'm just like, I need all the hands I can get so I can pet every dog.
And I
Woof.
really wish you could have done that in this game. When you're walking around, you could pet dogs.
Sadly, you can't.
No. No, you can't. Lord Doom follows up on his recent post. He says he uses only the normal ones if someone is so beneath him. He doesn't want to use magic or technology. So basically, him pulling out the gun is an insult to you, LMAO. So, like, if he were to go up against somebody like Galactus, then he would use the antimatter gun, huh?
You know, Method Man once said he had a gun the size of a black hole. Something I forget what he said, and shoots planets or something like that. Oh, more rodent fights. Rodent warrior. Yes, I know what rodent actually are, but
Muteki
Well,
says
yeah.
Muteki says he went to Target today. Hot Hershey butter beer, Post Malone Oreos, and cranberry eggs, or I guess cranberry Cadbury cream eggs. Also had Panda Express, and then Lord Doom says he'd use magic or something. The gun isn't gonna stop Galactus. Okay.
yeah, no, like. Ooh, Wild Dancer. With sword and pistol. You get to play Rising Zan. I love that game, Rising Zan. I don't think anybody else knows that game. PS1.
Oh, that was a late PS1 game. I saw somebody stream
The
that
sexy
recently.
combos. That's what everybody
Yeah,
I'll
says.
and
check that out.
And it looked really good for a late PS1 title. It almost looked equivalent to that of an early PS2 title based on its look. Rising Zan. Oh yes, you are learning the gun and Wild Dancer fight styles. I love the Wild Dancer fight style, even though it's really weak in power or its strength, but just the number of attacks you could do with its fast-paced combos, it's definitely my preferred playstyle most of the time in this
think
game.
having a gun and a sword would make it the strongest. I mean, in real life.
Well, yeah, of course.
Oh, they grade you on this? Oh boy.
Yeah, they
I
do.
saw it earlier, but I was like, "What's this DMC?" It even said marvelous dashing, and I'm like, "What? Or evading?" I'll remember
think-
this. You won't remember nothing. I shot you in the face.
I think Bloody is like the highest rank you can get in the fights.
I shot him in the face. You ain't remember nothing. I shot you in the
Because-
face, and I disemboweled you. You're dead.
Lord Doom then says, the Marvel Legends Doom comes with the gun, the classic version, and Overman says, Dr. Doom is smart, right? Dr. Doom would use a wooden gun against Magneto.
Yes,
Well,
right. Gaslight him. Gaslit an old Holocaust survivor, man. That's the way he sounded so like, but I, like he sounded so feeble. Oh, Nishiki.
Yes.
Ba, ba, ba. Okada. He's in Fate, you know that? Well, so is Ryoma, actually. I should show you the Ryoma and Okada Fate versions.
Okada Izo. Yeah.
See how you feel about Nishiki and Kiryu versus the Fate versions.
Muteki says, we're getting a replica Dr. Doom helmeted hood, and then he says, Nishiki, what happened to you?
Used to be cool.
Oh yeah, I did see that we're getting a Doctor Doom helmet now.
Muteki, that's really hard to say. He asked, you guys think Ichiban is a reincarnated Nishiki?
You know, they have the same voice, but no.
Oh, man. Lord Doom says, Magneto actually can use his powers on wood. He can now. Oh, man.
Crazy.
お前には手抜く必要がねえようだな。
Hold up. Oh, it's playing the song. Dun, 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 dun.
Overman then says, "What about a plastic gun?"
Nice. Kinda Ikuzo. He's got strawberries. Try using swordsman style to balance your offense. Yeah, no kidding, game.
Oh, can I switch? Cool.
I mean, even though Nishiki and Ichiban's tattoos almost look similar, there's just one minute difference. Ichiban's tattoo has a dragon coming out of that fish.
Yes, they both have a similar thing. Yeah, but Ichiban's is actually turning into the dragon. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Nishiki still has not got out of a Magikarp status.
Oh, okay. Apparently. Okay, we're getting new stuff out of Toy Fair.
Oh, more.
So apparently,
Oh no.
somebody talked to the, I guess, Playmates representatives about MMPR reignition, and apparently it's quote all about bringing a whole new audience to the property, namely much younger generations. They're going to blitz socials with short form content like stop motion and other creators. The toy line is going to be mostly directed towards kids with a very small collector focus. Essentially, it's mostly a kids line. They will make stuff from other seasons, but only if MMPR does well, and expect MMPR only for the next 2 to 3 years, as they'll do like a season a year.
Hey, you won.
Interesting.
Nice.
Oh, I got bloody too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Got the highest rank.
Da-da.
Okay. Lord Doom says a couple new things. He says he can use a magnetic field to induce electrical current in non-ferrous metals, turning them into electromagnets. And then he says, so yes, plastic too.
And yes, Muteki, essentially this will be, since, like I said before, apparently Hasbro and Playmates are teaming up to do what seems like an AI upscale of Mighty Morphin that's going to be put out there on YouTube. So, it's going to be interesting because, yeah, like Muteki says, this, after the 2010 version with its, like comic-esque kind of weird shit, like, as long as they stick it to a decent-looking, like, upscale, it should be okay, but I don't know if they're gonna go like full on special edition here and start putting in like more explosions and other effects and everything though. To maybe, modernize it, make it look less 90s-ish or something. Like, who knows? At this point, because it's way too early to tell.
Just no Batman sound effects to the fights or the automatopoeias, please.
Yeah. On the plus side, the toy line so far is looking all right. Like, the Morpher looks all right. The Blade Blaster actually looks good. We're getting a Dragon Dagger next year. The Transforming Megazord, I mean, yeah, it's fine. It looks cool. And we're apparently getting a non-combining, but, like, electronic feature-filled, quote-unquote, Ultimate Megazord toy as well. It's gonna have, like, lights and sounds and action features and shit. Interesting.
Lord Doom says, or Magneto can create a cloud of iron dust and use that to move things, and Magneto has options and can be a true demon if he wanted. And then Muteki says, CRR?
Oh.
We AI it.
Okay, so the Transformer stuff is starting to roll out now. And we have a confirmed collab with Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Beat that!
I want a Transformers collaboration with Micro Machines. Oh wait, they're out of business.
Micro Machines.
You can have that one guy. What's his name? Mr.
John Machida Jr.
Yeah.
Just hire
Although I
him.
will say this, the
Oh,
one
no,
thing,
Kitty's
because
like,
we've Okay, I will say one thing for the Cyber World toy line. Like, it is definitely like kid focused, but it does have some kind of cool bits to it. Like the Scorponaut toy actually does look pretty cool and like pretty large. And then there's the big new Grimlock that can become a powered suit for Optimus Prime. What the actual hell? So, and not to mention Mirage is a jet now. And also has a head sculpt that makes him look like Peter Griffin. And also, I also never thought we'd see Skybite just put wheels on himself and just call it a day. But that's what's happening. Diarrhea. Propane. Hot Wheels.
But anyway, Jerry, what were you gonna say about John Machida Jr.?
Just hire him to he gonna have micro machines, but just make really tiny transformers and just hire him to cut a commercial.
Yeah, I mean he played a Transformer too in the
Microns.
Transformers '86 movie.
Yeah, he was Blur.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I was trying to eat. What are these guys? They stuck me. Jerk.
Damn.
And I got no health. I was trying to get my health back by going to the restaurant.
Ah. Yeah, you're just outside the tea stand
That's
or whatever it is
messed up.
too.
Right when I'm there.
Oh
Man, don't
Right.
do no Sonic stuff.
he did an EI strike on you. That's
Yeah.
that's nasty.
Come on,
Golly.
Kaus. Just defend. Parry. Block push.
Jeez, I was trying to get. They just snuck me. They just ran up. But look at
Solid.
that. They could, and I was hurt. They still couldn't finish me off. Shows how.
That just shows you how strong Sakamoto is. He could take damage like a man. He has Lord Doom says dodge.
Ooh, manju. Whole mackerel sushi. Mm,
Yes.
not mackerel.
Holy mackerel!
Mmm. And that
What?
one sushi dish completely refills your health.
You know what's funny?
Well-
is I just learned
Hmm.
about like Japanese dishes and stuff is how my grandma cooked rice Japanese style, and my parents never noticed. My mom and her none of her siblings ever like bothered to ask, "Hey, why do you cook it that way?"
Lord Doom, I was gonna say sorry, but Jerry didn't learn a lot from Piccolo in that fight, as he was still getting
Oh.
damaged by those Ronin.
Hey, I won. That's what counts.
Even Lord Doom says Piccolo was trying to teach Gohan Ultra Instinct
Yeah.
Kappa.
But that's funny, right? How like family are like, "Hey, man, my grandma actually cooked rice
Why?
in a very specific Japanese way." They never bothered to ask.
強いやつがゴロゴロいるんだよな。それにしてもお前さらに強くなったんじゃねえか。その腕当てにしてるぜ。
Oh yeah, and speaking of Dragon Ball, we just got finished watching Daima yesterday, so we saw the finale.
そういや、お前とこうして
Yeah,
歩く
you
のも
forced me to
久々だな。
walk, brother.
Lord Doom says, "Wait, how is it different?"
Oh, the rice?
Yeah, I guess.
It's rice Puerto Rican style is like looser. Grandma would cook it Japan. It's more
どうした
sticky
ルマ
and fluffy and then all that.
城に登るのは生まれて初めてだ。見上げりゃいつでもすぐ
Muteki says we could talk about it right now, can we, Daima?
俺もまだ数えるくらいしか来たことはね。
Well, I'm sure we don't mind, but I'm sure that there are those who probably would mind because they probably still haven't seen the finale yet or haven't seen the show yet.
Like, hey, look, I have a thread on the Discord for it. Still.
Yeah, exactly.
The only reason I wouldn't talk here is just because, like Double R said, because they can see the chat and they might get spoiled reading it, like or hearing us.
これで役者が揃った。
Lord Doom.
Oh no.
He says, I hate Dragon Ball. Never going back. Trash.
わしたちはこれから土佐藩の老人たちに面倒を渡し、土佐藩を改革する。上司に白札合司に合司。そういった無意味な階級のない。
Oh, you're basically about to begin the end game of chapter 1.
Ah, good. I wanted to at least be chapter 1. Because I didn't know they'd front load the story on you like this, but I guess I should have. Honestly, I should have known.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least you made it. You're going to make it through a chapter for today's stream.
急だとバカを言うな。わしたちはお前が江戸から戻ってくる。
Butiki says, right, Lord Doom. We watch Cutie Honey and love RU.
Oh boy.
明朝
You mean Two Love Rue or whatever?
Two Love Rue.
Is that what he... Oh boy, if that's what he means.
Ugh.
It's one of those, how did this get a shonen? Like, just like friggin' Baki now.
Lord Doom said before that, he said, I'd throw my SHF figures in the trash if I didn't see them as part of my collection. Goku smiling at me. I'm gonna change his face to angry. There's no happiness here.
お前土佐勤王党の筆頭になったそうだな。
ああ、そうだか。
半平太、筆頭に任命したのはお前か。そうです。
It's funny seeing him be not a jerk, because you know, in Zero he's like the main boss. And he's not a jerk yet. I don't know. I'm playing this blind, like I said. But it's funny, right now he's not antagonistic. Well, what was his name in Zero? I forgot.
You're talking about Takechi, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me go. Let me check it out real quick. I'll just go to the Yakuza fandom. Yeah, you're welcome. It is. Oh, come on.
Did you play Zero Metal?
Oh yeah, of course I have.
Right, so it's funny seeing him being like not antagonistic, at least now.
Yeah.
Ninjas.
It's Kuze, right?
Nah,
No, it's not him. Okay.
he's the final boss in Zero.
Goddamn Uchihas.
I forgot what he was called. He was
Shibusawa?
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I forgot his name.
Damn,
Yeah,
this
Kuze
guy-
was the one who kept getting. How many times it teaches lesson, old man? Wano was the one who fights Majima, and then yeah, Shibusawa was the final boss. Nigerundayo, Smokey.
Yeah.
That's what he told him. Run.
でも父さんは
This. Oh,
未来はお前
I'm getting. Yeah. Okay.
託した。
Lord Doom says the scene is totally set up to blame Ryoma. See?
Yep. They're making it look. Yep. Ryoma killed. Did you murder Yoshida-san? And of course, him like not answering. No, I didn't write that. Did you, Kappa? Boku no Pico, Kappa?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I'm just responding to that when he says we watch Cutie Honey and Two Love Rue.
Oh, giant swing!
I just wrote that as a joke.
Oh,
You know, just,
yeah, no, yeah, the Kappa.
Yeah.
Kappa made that clear, hopefully.
Yeah, well, yeah, it better.
Ah, yes, the threatening joke. That reminds me
Muteki
of
says,
what I told Wheels one time, man.
he says, damn, he's ripped. Or that man, oh man, thought he was an old fat guy.
You know what's
I
funny?
guess he was
didn't
talking about
upgrade any
Yoshida.
abilities. Probably should do that. Maybe.
Yeah, you probably should do that after, yeah, you could do it right now, too. But, anyways, Lord Doom says, I wish I'm in a situation where I can do a giant swing to someone. Well, maybe he should find, Claudio Castagnoli and get some lessons on how to do giant swings. Am I right, Jer?
Yep, that man. I don't know how he. A lot of people can do it, but the fact that he could do it for as long as he does, right? People be counting the rotations. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
They're like 20.
How many rotations has he done max? Like 30-something?
I want to say it's close to 30, yeah.
Because I thought he did 30 of them to Seth Rollins from in one of the more recent WrestleManias before he went to AEW. You've got soul. That trophy, I saw it.
Yeah.
Lord Doom says, I know how to do it. I just haven't had the chance. He said he did work on a farm for a year.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Lord Doom, is muscle memory a thing? I mean, I know it is, but like, when I was like 18, like a friend of mine was like, yeah, you can get that strength back. And I'm like, can I? Can I really? I never worked on a farm, but I trained as a powerlifter back in the day. Lord Doom said, yes, it is. Oh, okay.
Honestly, I probably should have worked at a farm for when I was a kid, because that way I could at least have a more of an incentive to actually work out more often. You know?
Oh, he wants to do EI Jutsu? Ah.
Bitch move.
Always check for stuff. No? Oh, there's something there. I saw it. All-purpose medicine.
Lord Doom says, yes, it is. It's just your brain and body's ability to retain motor skills.
Oh! This game has a version of the sofa guy. I hate the sofa guy. Oh, it's the sofa guy that takes
Oh,
all your
yes.
hits.
Uh-huh.
Ay.
But then again, you'd have to ask yourself, how does this game have a version of Amon in it? Muteki says, use your gun.
Yep. Good QTEs here. Sometimes I don't know if it's just a cutscene or if it's a Q. Oh, that's a QTE.
God, the gun is such a cheating fighting style in this game. You could just shoot bullets and just to quickly wail away on enemies. Lord Doom says, gun solve problems. The power of gun.
Gun fu, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have redneck kung fu, farmer kung fu, and we also have gun fu.
I don't know why I just stood there and let him do that.
Ah.
Oh, that was a good parry, though. Block.
Out of all the fighting styles you use, which one do you actually like a lot, Jerry?
Is it strange
like-
if I said I just like fist fighting?
No.
Despite it being like, well, like, why would you fist fight me? I like throwing hands. But I think the wild dancer is pretty good too.
Yeah. Lord Doom says, "What? You know about the Ninja Master?"
Ah, you mean those assholes from Super Mario Brothers 2?
Yes, Doki Doki
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the ninjas. Oh, yeah, those guys.
Wait, right, I'm just blasting.
And they
Danny
surprisingly
DeVito.
came back. And they surprisingly came back at the end of
So
Super Mario
anyways.
World when you're in Bowser's castle.
I started blasting.
See,
Kind of cheapens things.
yeah, that's as I said. The gun style is a cheap fighting, easy cheating fighting style in this game. I mean, sure, it'll help you in some situations, but it's just like, well, you don't want to go hand to hand.
Kawashima, oh boy. He has,
Lord Doom then says, I'm gonna link that video in the Discord and this redneck dude trying to teach ninja skills.
that sounds amazing. I know he can throw Kamehamehas too. Kind of speaking of cheating. Kenny Omega shows up or something like that.
Oh
Speaking
yeah,
of
he
AEW.
does. Yeah, he actually does show up in this game, but it's more like a general unit in the Shinsengumi gameplay element. Lord Doom says, he was on Jerry Springer. What the fuck, man?
See if I have one of the cheaper, I don't think I need those. Let's use one of these. Oh, oh. And if he doesn't say oh, oh, he should.
Muteki, you're absolutely right. He says you can literally learn all the gun techniques before progressing the story into the second city. Lord Doom says the video says part 1. OMG, I'm losing it.
Part 1. Oh, what?
Oh god. I think it's something we're gonna have to watch when we get
Yes.
done with today's stream. I have got to see this.
Okay, I got a crystal. Always worth checking out stuff first.
Oh yeah. When you go through
Yay.
sections like that. Hey, you made it out of the castle.
Everybody got glip glop.
Yeah. Lord Doom says, I'll put it in memes because God, man, that dude is a meme. Can't wait. Ah, yes.
I never seen a style like his. Wu-Tang sword style. Shaolin shadow boxing. You think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
You're actually going to be very surprised later on when you find out who it actually is that uses that store, who, you know, took down Yoshida.
Masked man.
I'll just say it that much.
Okay. So you did beat this, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, that's good. That way, like, if I'm doing something really crazy, you're like, wait, Jerry.
I know I want to go back and play it again because I want to try to at least make it to where I can go up against Amon. Lord Doom says, I'm crying, man. He has a video intro. That redneck dude trying to teach ninja skills Lord Doom was talking about.
Yep. I just wanted to parry him once. Oh, I parried him again.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even need a sword. I might. Alright, I'll switch the sword, fine.
Yeah. And you said you at least beat the first chapter of this game, right? when you first played it?
Apparently not.
Really?
I didn't get. I didn't do this fight.
Oh, okay. Lord Doom's like, okay, I'm annoyed. I'm ending you now.
Oh, Wild Dancer Orb already has 3.
Yeah. Yeah, even some of those upgrades you can get that you can use on the gameplay styles or the fighting styles for Sakamoto, they will add to your overall strength and like health and whatnot.
I noticed I'm hitting a little harder now.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he does some cool parry. I'm trying to play this like Gaiden though. My brain is like trying to do the stuff I'm doing in Gaiden. Like, why isn't it work? Oh, right.
It actually feels a lot more like Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza 0
Yes.
with
very
its
much so.
with its gameplay. Yeah. And that's not necessarily a bad thing either.
No. Yeah. It'd be cool if you dodged all that. I know I was pushing X. What the hell?
Yeah. And he can hit hard too.
I noticed I'm basically just getting flip flop. Wow. Good thing I grabbed those. Oh, there we go. QD, I'm assuming. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. As you would have guessed what this fight is about. Yep. It was just a story-based battle, so it's one of those things where it's neither a win nor a loss.
Go to your
Definitely.
Kyodai.
Definitely more of a loss to Takechi, if anything. Muteki says, just shoot his ass and heat his ass. I know who it is. It's Ryu Hayabusa.
Right.
Nah, it's even worse. It's Joe Musashi.
Lord Doom says, all these guys died to me for a reason, Ryoma.
Basically, yeah, that dude was.
And funny you mentioned that, Muteki, since, 2025 is dubbed as the year of the ninja from Team Ninja standards. And they're not wrong.
Oh.
Off to a good start, too.
Poor Kazama.
Yeah.
It's like he always has to die.
He always does. Some way.
It's like Uncle Ben.
Yep.
It's Kitty's Uncle Ben.
Kazama is Kiryu's Uncle Ben in this universe.
Even in completely alternate timelines or whatever, it's still nope.
Nope. Still gotta happen.
龍馬悪いが俺は
No, you're supposed to be a final boss in Yakuza
あと
Zero.
少し山を下れば阿波だ
Right. Why are you being
そ
a
こまでは追ってこない
お前一人で行け
why are you being a scrub?
俺はここに残って役人に事情を説明するおやっさんを殺したのは俺たちじゃないだな
無駄だそんな話が通用する相手じゃねえだろ
そうだろうなだが俺はお前が
Seriously, Shibusawa. Why are you acting like a scrub right now? You can man up that
そうだ
arm wound.
東洋のおやっさんは死んだが金の音は死んじゃいねえ
You want that redneck dude to try to teach you ninja skills?
お前どうしてかが生き残って金の音を率いていくしかねえんだだから龍馬お前は逃げ延びて金の音を龍馬
I'm not leaving you
そういう
behind.
ことなら答
We
えは
gotta have a
一つだ
cool fight with cool music later
Right.
in the 80s.
We're destined to have a final battle. That's basically what this game is screaming right now with those two.
I can't let you die until 1988.
あんたは助さに必要だ
Yeah.
こんなところで死んじゃならね
You're the dragon? I smell bullshit.
お前
え藩の連中は俺一人を追ってるあんたがあの場にいたことは誰にも知られていない
Besides, your boss is a complete asshole.
金の塔もおやっさんの死とは無関係ってことだ
何言ってるんだ
Lord Doom says in the Jerry Springer video, he even says ninja and then corrects himself the next time and says ninji.
Yes. God, that's funny.
追っ手が来たようだな
龍馬おい龍馬お前どうする気だおい
Stop being nice. For what?
For once, stop being nice. You're gonna fight him later on.
The 80s.
Yeah, exactly. It's time for you both to go your separate paths.
He didn't murder anybody.
No, he did not.
Show them your ninja gun skills.
我を何とも言わば言え我がなすことは我のみぞ知る
Oh, haiku.
天地神明に誓って言う俺は吉田東洋を殺していない
この後に及んで貴様
だがあんたらにそれを信じてもらおうとも思わないだから俺は土佐を抜けるどんな汚名を着ようと生きて絶対に犯人を突き止める
I leave Tosa behind.
土佐兄弟
Dishonor be damned. I will not return until I found the true culprit. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You are the culprit. It's like, no, I'm not.
It's a one-armed man. What was it? Naked, the fugitive was it? Not wrongfully accused. The one-armed, one-eyed, one-legged man. Hey, there's the first chapter.
Yeah, there you go. Well done.
Successful.
故郷に戻ってきた坂本龍馬
And they even do this previously, kind of like in Yakuza 0.
Last
they're ba-
time.
So, yeah, they're basically doing that whole thing where the games, they do like a recap, which I think started
Yeah, make
in
sure you
Alan
sold
Wake.
back in. I guess so. They make sure they re-show the backhand though.
Yeah, it's like, why?
兄弟分として土佐で育った二人の男はそれぞれの道を歩むことになる。吉田東洋の突然の死によって
I remember Final Fantasy 13 2 used to do that, you know, do an episode like a recap of what happened so far, but it was completely abrupt and short and didn't make any sense.
土佐を去った。龍馬の孤独な戦いの幕が上がる。
Ryoma learn a new style, lucha libre, and then like he starts doing like hurricane ranas to people. A man named Saito Hajime.
Yes.
Did you know there's a picture of him?
Oh, yeah?
It's an old, very old 1800s.
Oh, 1 year later in Kyo. Oh, you made it to Kyoto.
徳川幕府打倒の根された思想である。このため勤王志士たちは帝を擁する京に各地から集結し、幕府要人を殺害するなど。
Yeah, this was literally at the time when Japan was on the brink of, you know, collapsing as a society from foreign rule. Unless they didn't change.
I put in TGF that old picture.
Muteki says, well, down to business. Let's go karaoke. Oh, yeah. Gotta show the taiko drum bakamitai.
Pretty awesome.
Hey, it's Yuki from the Cabaret Club in 0 and 2.
My favorite in the Yakuza franchise. If I had to pick a wife, it'd be Yuki.
Yep, that's the historical counterpart she's playing in this game.
はじめさん、宿賃はきっちり帳簿につけとるさかい。逃がしゃしまへんえ。またおかみさんはうまいこと言うて。
Now, that lady, I think she's supposed to be, what's her name from, is supposed to be Reina from the Serena Bar?
Oh, really?
I think so, the one who owns the hotel or the, yeah, the
she
hotel
owns
that,
yeah.
yeah, that, mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think it's the Reina's historical counterpart in this game that runs the hotel here.
金に細かい女たちばかりだな、この宿は。
Muteki says, Yuki left the business and went to the restaurant business. And then Lord Doom says, just wait until you see Majima. Your brains is going to explode when you see him.
Same.
Yeah, or else, yeah, I know what you mean, Muteki, or else she'll meet that really grim fate like she did in the first Yakuza game. If anything, she did not deserve to die in Yakuza 1 or Kiwami 1. Reina.
Or did she?
Lord Doom says, so have some towels around so you can clean up. Now, one of the nice perks I like about this is that when you walk onto the street or get on the street, then you'll actually see Sakamoto put his sandals. His sandals will magically appear on his feet. And vice versa when you get on floors like that.
Yeah. Sandals.
Yeah.
Looking around to see if there's anything, like I said.
Oh, of course. Mm-hmm.
Let's check everywhere. I guess it's.
はじめさん、出かけるんやったら気ぃつけや。あんたみたいな素性のあや。
新選組の連中に切られるだろ。
そう。まったく今日の治安を守るためや言うけど、ちょっと怪しい言うだ。
Yeah. Currently named Kyoto.
で手当たり次第や。幕府が新選組作ってからこっち、町中血生臭くてかなわんわ。
そうだな。
博打やらお酒飲むために出歩いて殺されちゃ。親も泣くんとちゃう？
When did this come out?
Oh no.
余計な
Actually, Otose's counterpart,
せっかく一口
modern day counterpart, is actually from Yakuza 5. Her name is Mirai Park.
Oh, that's why Romy Park is credited. Okay.
席にいる
Yeah.
し。
Mirai, yeah, I believe Romy played her in the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the one who everybody hates in 5 because they're like, blah, Haruka, idol.
Oh, yeah.
Still gotta wait for that future one where Haruto does a TikTok battle with Amon's kid.
Oh yeah, there you go. What happened? I know. I wish my shoes did that too. Just. Lord Doom.
Lord Doom says, I wish my house shoes did that, where they just magically appear on him. Oh, and Lord Doom even says Otose is the name of the landlady in Gintama.
Whoa.
And he immediately thought of that when he saw her name. Muteki says, okay, guys, I think this was the part I stopped. Couldn't even get into Shinsengumi part and was bombarded by side quests and tournaments and learning attacks. Oh, okay. Really, Muteki? I thought you beat Ishin. Lord Doom says, also, see how he's using Shirasaya?
俺らも相手してくれや。の
相手してやってもいいが、その前に一つ聞きたいことがある。天然理心流の
In actual history, people didn't use those for fighting. They were for storing weapons. Oh, okay.
Designed to keep oxygen out while providing.
Oh, your bro viewers borrowed the PS5 at the time. Okay, Muteki. And Lord Doom says, in fact, if you tried to use it, it would just break.
Oh. Well, yeah, because they're not
The
fighting.
yeah, Shirasaya's.
Oh.
Tennen Rishin. Oh. Akiyama.
Yep. Beerus. He'll kill them all. He's Beerus. Just says Hakai. Hakaishin Beerus.
Speaking of Beerus, I'm playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds. I got started playing it today, and I managed to get my Palico companion to look like Lord Beerus from Dragon Ball Super. Well, just basically the fur color and all. And having the ear standing up. As a matter of fact, I even have my hunter look like Kiryu from Yakuza 8.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. When he has the gray hair. Yeah, I saw somebody actually made him look like that on Twitter. Did a Twitter pic of him, and I was like, damn, he really got him down to the T. Lord Doom says, I usually just make guts.
I mean, that makes sense. Especially using the big old sword, right?
Oh, yeah. Oddly enough, that's my primary weapon right now is the giant longsword. Normally, whenever I play Monster Hunter, I'm a switch axe guy, but I decided to change it up and try out the longsword. And then Lord Doom says, in everything, he just makes guts. He says, yep, the great sword until I can get a switch axe. I remember the first time when I was playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I used the hammer quite a lot. And hammer actually can be quite useful at times, especially when there are certain parts on monsters that you can't attack as they'll just kind of repel back. But if you do like the hammer swing on those parts, then you can actually do damage on the parts that repel you back, and you can actually break off appendages and whatnot from monsters to get their parts from them that way sometimes.
He said that informant's not so reliable. Straight up said, nah, that dude's chump. Oh, look at this.
Lord Doom says, that's how you beat a guy wearing armor.
Golly, they're jumping priests.
God!
Part of me is like, that's messed up. And part of me is also like, I should help. I should be like, I saw a guy getting jumped. I stepped in. He didn't have a chance against the six of us.
Well, we know that Chubby Ronin is going to hell for all eternity when he passes on.
I didn't get my joke is that I was helping them jump him.
Lord Doom says, just grab a hammer and blunt force your way to victory. Yep. And of course, the version of Monster Hunter Wilds I got is on PC, and let's say, even though it functions pretty well, that there's still a bit of cleaning up to do in order to keep some of the
bloody
texture popping on in front of your face, just completely away, because that looks ugly.
Aye. It's like an old school like comic book for like the 70s.
Oh, that reminds me in Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, when Zelda communicates with Link after he gets the Master Sword. Link, help! The soldiers are coming to Sanctuary! Aye!
You cultivate virtue by doing good deeds. You can exchange them for blessings.
Ah, yes.
Do you know the real Sakamoto Ryoma was inspired by the Constitution?
Oh, yeah?
Like, he actually quotes it. Says like, all men are created equally. I like that, because, in here they're talking about class system and classism.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially since Sakamoto was the figure who pretty much led Japan to change before his untimely demise.
What can I do with 50 virtue? Nothing? Or something?
Getting virtue in this game is a godsend, especially to try to improve on a lot of things for your character.
Ninja of Jinja. No, I should say Ninja of Jinji.
Yeah, Ninja of Jinji.
Exactly.
There you go.
Oh, enhanced. Oh, it's just like Kiwami 1 and 0. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could sprint longer and all that.
Yeah.
Jazz.
Yeah, and you get get expertise on a lot of things. And your reputation in the districts within Kyo improve.
Let me see your Unreal Engine 4 face. Nope, zoomed in on you. Too much. Went to the other side. That was funny. Oh, pick up. Here we go.
Oh.
Prize tickets.
Oh yeah, there's a gambling aspect in this game. Although it's more amongst the that old school way of how they had those turning things where
Oh.
you're trying to get the gold ball to come out of the contraption.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that
Literally,
that
gotcha.
type. Yeah. Bandits. They're not Ronin. They're bandits this time. Muteki says any infinite heat as reward. That way, spam heat actions. Wouldn't you literally would have to use something like that if you went up against somebody like Almon? Because that would definitely be easier for people to actually cheese their way to victory against a guy like that. Even though I can imagine that Ryoga Gotoku would do that, but the thing is that they wouldn't even award you with the trophy if you actually beat Almon doing that.
Just shoot him.
That's just like you, Ron.
So we're 5
I
minutes
haven't.
out. 4 minutes out.
I have a genuine problem, and you're being sarcastic. Anyway.
We're like 4 minutes. Oh wait, I ran into a sub story.
Yeah. Lord Doom says, "Beat them with the power of America."
He said, "Don't kill me."
Muteki said before, "Well, fighter, you need money. Use time travel powers and chicken races."
Yeah, Double R was telling me about chicken races.
Oh God, yeah. Because the way the rewards to get that currency that you need to use to buy the platinum ingots, so that way you can sell the platinum ingots to shops to get a shit ton of Ryo and Koban coins and that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's the only way you're going to be able to farm money in this game. Because that money does not come by easily.
The kid was complaining about everyone playing with spinning tops. Hey, Metal.
He wanted to play.
This kid wants to play Proto Beyblade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's kick his ass.
Lord Doom says it actually is the power of America since it's a Colt revolver.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's got it. Yeah, you know what? You got it. You got me there.
Within every episode, we got to say, if you want to learn about the history of Japan, just watch the actual video, History of Japan. It's funny, but very accurately informative.
It crams a lot of shit into one video, but it does go through, like, all the major points of Japanese history.
Yeah. And even the Japanese say, even though this guy is trying to be funny, he actually is very accurate with his research.
I just gave him a pill bug, and I was like, "Oh God, was that wrong?" He's like, "No, I love it." I'm like, "Phew." All right, so let's wrap it up.
Okay. I think it's my turn first.
All right.
I believe so.
Find a place to save.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, you can find me on YouTube and Twitch at RPG Reviews. YouTube's my bread and butter when it comes to content, whereas Twitch is secondary, as I stream on there mostly. Haven't really done anything for a while on both those channels. Trying to figure out a good time when to come back, but although I am working something for the Geek Fighters YouTube channel, and be on the lookout for that whenever I get that finished. But in the meantime, if you want to stay up to date with me for all your social media feeds, then follow me on both Facebook and Twitter at RPG Reviews. And like that is it for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Metal, you.
Well, just follow me on X at Metal Visible Ninja 00. And of course across social media with Hero Club for Life, of course, including Twitch. Streams Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Check us out and check out the website at hero-club.com. Thank you very much. Good stuff.
All right, Fighter Cows, last but not least.
All right, hey, you can follow me, Fighter Cows, spelled FIGHTERXAOS. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. And also on social media, the same name. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky. I do web comics and art commissions. And I'm gonna save it here. Check it out. Check out the Discord, which double R linked, because that's the
Yes.
best place to get to know anything that's happening. Whether it's first of all, it's a good place to talk in general, like Daima. It's probably nobody used that Daima thread. Now it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here.
I think we'll have to start using it more often now
Not-
since the show
matter
is
of fact,
done.
I'm fitting to post in there just so people can know it exists, because I know they go away after like a few days. But it's
Yeah.
still there. I'm like, here. And yeah, we'll see what Tuesday for KOF on my
Yes.
channel, Fighter Cows.
But next week for us when we continue more of this game.
Yep. I might do some little grinding in between. I don't know if it lets me.
Yeah.
Because I don't
I
want to
mean-
like randomly like start a story part and be like, whoops.
Well, here's the thing though. If you're going to grind off screen, I'm pretty sure you can grind all your fighting styles really fast to their max because each fighting style you can grind to a max level of 25. You know, if you wanted to do that, or if you wanted to do so in between in your spare time, then by all means, whatever you decide, go for it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Well, 2 words left to say then. Kanyo.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.